Recently put mini braids or mini plaits in my hair, and this is how I kept them nice and hydrated and moisturized while I had them in. All right, and so this was almost a week that I had my braids installed, and it was time to definitely moisturize my scalp and my hair. So I just kind of pulled my hair up into that high bun. I just plaited the end there and then just secured it down with a satin scrunchie. And so I'm just going to go on ahead and just remove the entire thing and go ahead and start the moisturizing process. You know, when I first shared the video about my having the plots in, one thing that I actually forgot to mention was how long it took. And somebody actually asked me in the comment section, thank you so much for asking, because that reminded me that I didn't include that in the video. But basically, I think it took at least like 6 hours. And even more. And of course, we were taking breaks in between. And, you know, my mom and she was doing my hair. And so, yeah, it definitely took at least 6 hours from what I can remember. And so, yeah, for those of you that were wondering. Anyway, so now my style is completely out. And the first thing I like to do is to hydrate my scalp. Now, throughout this process, I actually learned something new with my hair. So prior to this, I was only using water to hydrate my scalp, which you can see here, that was just plain water. But sometime along the line, as my twist got older, I decided to go ahead and mix that water with oil, like our hair growth oil. And I still do that till this day, because for a very long time after I had children, my scalp was no longer able to take oil directly applied to it. And so that had been really quite a challenge. And so I was only using water and it was working fine. But the issue with water is that it just dries up, you know, but the oil helps to seal in that moisture that the water gives. Anyway, so in this moisturizing routine, I simply just spritz my scalp with water, and it felt so good, because my scalp, I think that also my scalp is a little bit sensitive, or at least it has become sensitive over the years, in that it does not like to, like, it doesn't like it when my styles are a little bit tighter than usual. And so I think that definitely caused some irritation on my scalp. And so applying this water definitely made my scalp feel extremely good. All right, so then of course I continued with my normal moisturizing routine. I use our our leave-in conditioner spray, and then I seal that in with our hair growth oil, and then lastly I apply our shea butter mix. And so that is just what I was doing here. I went ahead, and sometimes I do like to spray into my palm because it really helps with the distribution. I feel like I'm not losing product. It really just helps to just evenly distribute the product as much as possible. And I love this leave-in. It instantly hydrates the hair, softens the hair, and it just adds the right amount of moisture to these dry plots. And so I go ahead and I just apply it really well, making sure that I also don't apply it to the scalp, because I just don't want any buildup or anything. So I just basically focus it mostly on the length of my hair, or the end of my hair. And of course, we know that that aspect of the hair is very important to keep hydrated and moisturized, because it helps us to retain more length. And that's one of the tips that I continually share, is being able to keep my ends moisturized consistently is one of the major contributing factors to the length of my hair over the years. And so once I do that, then I go in with the oil, and I apply a pretty generous amount, again focusing mainly on the length of my hair. I do also apply the water to my hairline. Sometimes I also use like the leave-in on my hairline, and then I apply the hair growth oil, and then just kind of just, you know, just massage it in. And so that's just what I did here. Just adding a little bit more oil, and focusing also on my nape and just on the actual length of the hair. And then just last but not least, I do go ahead and apply the shea butter mix. And I love this process because it has proven over and over again to really keep my hair nice and moisturized, preventing breakage, and just helping me to retain length over the years. Just go ahead and I apply that to the ends, and I just love just the softness that all three products just gives to the hair. I absolutely love it. And so I don't apply the shea butter mix to my hairline because, again, I just don't want any unnecessary buildup that would otherwise occur. And so I tend to be quite generous with the shea butter mix, just making sure that, again, I just go in there and I just really, really apply it to the this section of my hair. And so then I actually go ahead, because I'm about to go to the other side to do the same thing. So I go ahead and then I just kind of just do a really loose twist just to kind of keep it out of the way and to let me know that that side is also done. And then I'm going to then move over to the other side and I'm going to do the same exact thing. Do you also put long-term plaits or twists in your hair with your own natural hair? If so, please let me know what your moisturizing routine is. How often are you moisturizing, and what are you using to actually moisturize your hair? I would love to learn. So at this point, I am all done. My hair feels great. It feels very, very hydrated and very, very moisturized, and I am just loving the way that my hair is feeling. And so at this point, I do not like to just leave my hair out like this because it is just going to dry up way too quickly. And I have just nourished my hair. And so I want to make sure that I am retaining all that nourishment. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and just style my hair. And I'm just gonna kind of see what it is that I really feel like doing today. I always like to leave hair in my front because I just like the way that it frames my face, but also I have very delicate edges, and so I try not to pull my hair back too much because that obviously is going to lead to breakage. Anyway, so I just decided to go ahead and do an inverted French braid with my plaits. And I love doing this. Even when I have twists in, I love doing inverted braids because it's so quick, it's so easy. Once I have it in, honestly, when I wake up in the morning, I don't even have to do much with my hair. I just hydrate my hairline and my nape and then just seal it with my hair growth oil, and I'm out of the house. Like, it does not take me 5 minutes to do my hair. And so I absolutely love these inverted braids. And also it is a protective style because the ends of my hair are hidden. They're not exposed, which ultimately could lead to dryness and breakage. And so I absolutely love this style. So honestly, practice makes perfect, you know. You just have to keep practicing, maybe on a doll or something if you want to learn how to do it. But it's just very easy and quick. And so I just went ahead and just put my hair in this braid. And of course, when I got to the end, I made sure that I braided all the way to the end. And then I actually went ahead and then also, like always, I tucked the braid underneath the braid itself to encourage that protective style. I usually will keep this style in for about a week, and then I will take it down and then re-moisturize, and then I just style again. Not necessarily in an inverted braid, maybe like a pull it back into like a banana clip or something, but on a daily basis, I do like to spritz the perimeter or the edges of my hair with the leave-in conditioner, or with just plain water, or with a mixture of water and oil, and just massage it in and just kind of brush it back so that it looks nice and neat and not as frizzy. For bedtime, I really like to wear a satin scarf or a satin bonnet, and usually I will just wear, one just like this, and then in the morning when I wake up, I just take it off, and then I just refresh the hairline like I just said, and I'm literally out of the house. Like, it doesn't even take me 5 minutes. All right, ladies, I just want to encourage you to involve God in your hair, pray about your hair, and invest in your hair. Give your hair time and the resources that it needs to grow. And I promise you that it will not remain the same. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye bye for now.